spoiler alert, Darth Vader is his father.
It's been out for 60 years.
Yeah, but some 5-year-old is going to watch this, and that's your target audience,
My
right?
fan base, my fan
great.
base.
Mine too.
Yeah. Welcome back to Royal Court, the show where pop culture royalty compete for a spot on my trusted council. I'm your host and queen, Lady Brittany of House Broski, and today I'm joined by a Juilliard-trained knight from a faraway planet. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's David Corenswet! Yes! And thank God you came prepared.
I hope you're ready for me to take this incredibly seriously.
I am! Finally, somebody.
There's too much dilly-dallying and making fun around these parts. It's time for some serious work.
Bring back men with weapons. Where's the weapon?
Yeah, this is working out better than I thought for sure when I sat down this was going to be in trouble, but it's working out wonderfully.
Just like slicing your shoulder blades.
I mean, it's doing wonders for my posture, that's for sure.
All right, Lord David, are you ready for the trials set before you today?
So ready. I've been preparing for this all my life.
Without further ado, let the trials begin.
I was early, sorry. I tried to sync up with that.
Thoughts on the light?
It's direct, which I appreciate in a person, and a light.
All right.
I also love that people get to laugh. That helps so much.
Isn't it fantastic? I'm telling you. But I do pay them, so they laugh on cue.
That's fine. As long as I don't have to pay them, I'm happy.
Spoiler alert, but you've played a main character's dead boyfriend in at least 3 projects.
Not only that, I played the same actress's dead boyfriend in 2 different projects. Yes.
Cast type once again.
I mean, yeah.
Any plans to graduate to a dead husband anytime soon?
Ooh, that's nice of you to say. Yeah, I'll dream bigger next time.
All right, shoot for the stars. I'm sure you know what role I'm here to talk to you about. We can say it together on 3. 1, 2. Jerry
Hamlet.
Weather.
Jerry Weather's better. If I had been quicker, that's what I would have said. Damn!
Talk to me about Jerry Weather.
Oh, you're asking the right questions.
Let's go.
Well, have you heard of Hugh Laurie?
Yes, I have.
Jerry Weather is my channeling of the great
Doctor
Hugh
Laurie.
Mr. Well, I really knew him as Worcester before I knew him as Doctor.
British?
Yeah. Hugh Laurie starred in the fantastic BBC adaptation of Jeeves and Wooster, where he played Wooster, who's housemaid. Anyway, we'll go into it later. He and the great Stephen Fry had a wonderful sketch comedy series on the BBC called A Bit of Fry and Laurie.
Absolutely addicted to it, by the way.
Yeah, really?
I had a really intense Stephen Fry phase when I was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe atheism is...
Yeah.
Hold on. So I've seen maybe 1 or 2 long time ago.
Oh, well, you should. I mean, I think you'd really appreciate it.
Revisit?
Yeah, it's very good, very watchable. There are 4 series, so sometimes you have to sift through to find like your vibe.
Sure.
But I loved it all, and then at Juilliard. I did a play the summer after first year with a guy in the class above me, Adam Langdon, and he also turned out to be a huge fan. And so we would just kind of quote it back and forth to each other.
Amazing.
And then we ended up making our very low budget version, which obviously you would know nothing about. My God, the production value.
Thank you so much.
And we would just do like 5-minute episodes, 10-second like bad joke sketches, desperately trying to get the attention of Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie.
And did it work?
They haven't reached out yet.
Maybe this might do the trick. Mm-hmm. The dog actress playing Superman's dog is named Jolene.
Yes.
And I quote, always trotted onto set to the tune of Dolly's iconic tune.
Yes.
If you had interest, let me take that one more time.
Oh, do you get to do that in this one?
Isn't that great?
My goodness.
We can cut it.
Oh, fucking hell.
You can take a breath. If you had entrance music, what would it be?
Okay, so that's been my answer to if I had a superpower, what would it be? It would be to be followed around by John Williams. Let me take that again. No, leave it in. Be followed around by John Williams music everywhere I go.
Amazing.
So any of the Star Wars music. I wake up to the Indiana Jones theme, the Raiders of the Lost Ark theme every morning.
Thank you.
And then my other answer is like a great big band jazz, like big trumpets, big opening, that kind of thing.
Have the cats follow you around?
Yeah, I love
Nobody?
cats. Are you making fun of me?
No.
You
I'm trying to relate to you on a spiritual level. It's not working.
Did you mean like the cool cats,
Yeah, the
like
cool
the rat
cats.
packs? Yeah,
Yes, thank you,
great,
thank
great,
you.
great, yes.
Best impression of a dead body? You go first, then I'll go.
Oh, just
Yes, do it.
At what stage? How far dead?
An hour. You're cold. Here's mine. Here's mine. Ready? It's the eyes. You got to keep the eyes.
Well, so I played the villain in every Shakespeare play I was in high school.
You know something about dying.
Yes, and so there was one I played in King Lear. I died quite early in the final scene, and just spent the last 5-10 minutes of the play trying not to breathe. And
Yes.
it was just kind of a challenge I set for myself. No one else cared.
Method.
Yeah, and keeping the eyes open is if you can do that, people are very impressed.
Yeah.
There's a trick. You sometimes wear contact lenses or only glasses?
And never, but neither.
So these are
Props.
oh god, just
Imagine.
for
It's a show,
for
David.
comedy.
For comedy.
I wear contact lenses, which helps you win a staring contest.
Okay, so you're cheating.
Yes.
I like that. I like that.
But
I
it's
like
for
that.
the art. It's for the theater.
That's a decision to keep your eyes open after you've died on stage.
Yeah. Well, if you close them, then people are like, "Oh, he's not dead. He's just has his eyes closed." But if you open them, they start to go like, "Is he okay?"
Yeah, moved by your performance, moved to call 911. You've cited working with Royal Court alumnus Nick Holt as a challenge. And I quote, "It's very difficult to stand that close to a man who's that charming, handsome, and can retain any sense of self-worth and confidence."
Yeah.
How do you plan on making this episode better than his?
Oh, great question. I thought you were going to, how can I maintain any level of self-worth and confidence standing across from you?
Well, you can answer that as well.
The key here is that I'm sitting down, which makes all the difference.
Period.
Yeah. I think to make my episode better than his episode,
my God.
I should probably bring out a guest. Nick, come on out! Sorry, I left him in my other suit.
It's
case.
totally fine. No, it's going to be the joint musical number we do later. That's going to really,
Yeah, it was getting there.
it's fine.
Yeah.
And we're going to add a shing
Yeah,
sound effect to
perfect.
that.
Thank you.
You were once bitten by a goat?
Oh, I was. Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Welcome.
Yeah, this thumb, that one right there.
Was that a work-related incident or just freelance?
It was 50-50. Freelance. Yeah, it was work-related. We had a room full of goats for a movie that I was in. It was supposed to be penguins. Was very excited for the penguins. A little disappointed by the goats. But so we got a room full of goats, and I was very excited by the goats and was petting them and getting to know them. And they don't have any teeth they're very gummy. They want to like chew on your finger, but in a very sort of gummy way. And
Hating that.
And then it turns out that they have very big back molars.
You found out.
Yeah, and so it just crunched my thumb, and
my God.
yeah, we made up. We did all right.
Yeah.
Professional, went ahead with the scene.
Well, and that's when HR gets involved, and it's tough, but you're a
Probably
professional.
should have involved HR actually. I considered involving the CDC. I was worried about rabies or something.
What do goats carry?
Rabies, I think. Or anyway,
Milk.
That's right. That's what I was thinking of. Yes. What did I say? Yes.
Rabies? Yeah. You were into the Marx Brothers as a child.
I was. Were you? Don't tell me you were.
I wasn't.
Too good to be true.
I'll
that
let
would
you
be.
keep that one.
Yeah. You should check them out. They're lovely.
I'm sure I'd like them. We
Yeah.
have a lot of similar interests.
Yeah.
And we look alike too, it helps. You did theater starting at age 9 as
the
well.
hair,
It is the hair.
Theater starting at age 9. Yes.
Okay, so Marx Brothers Theater. Do you own a fedora by any chance?
You are just a master of the segue. You set up these wonderful questions. Do I own a fedora? I do. I'm not sure if it's strictly a fedora. I own a Panama hat that I inherited
That
from
counts.
my father, which is an old, it's just a fedora for warmer weather.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about busting it out anytime soon? Are
That's
you
a great
nearing that
point.
age?
It's in Hollywood. If you watch the end of Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
you should watch the rest of it too. But when you get to the end, I pull up in a car in a movie, in a television show. It's a television show. There's a movie in the show. I pull up in a car. The car's real.
In a fedora.
In a fedora. In a Panama hat.
In a Panama hat.
And so that's my dad's hat in that show. So, but I haven't broken it out on press yet.
Never too late.
Never too late, except it's in Philadelphia and I'm in Los Angeles.
We got FedEx. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here, and it's fulfilling a prophecy of you being a theater kid turned Superman.
Seriously considering figuring it out.
Superman's normal job is journalism. If you had a day job where you could be similarly anonymous, what would you be doing?
Oh, I'd be flying planes for sure. Yes. Give me like just wouldn't even have to be big planes, just sort of medium-sized planes, regional jets.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd get tired of them eventually and want to move up to the big, the A380s and whatnot. The aviation communication, the uniforms are they don't look that comfortable or that flattering most of the time, but frankly, just to wear a uniform would be cool.
The wings.
The wings are nice, and I like the sense of responsibility of going to work every day and feeling like you got to do good work. Otherwise, people will get mad at you.
And die. Yeah. With that, you've passed. Well, Lord David, you did so splendidly in the interrogation. I'm sure you're famished. Have you worked up an appetite?
I actually am very hungry.
Okay, well, I have great news. Squires! What do you know about this? Tell me about this.
And the milk, is this, what kind of milk is this?
It is non-dairy,
Oh, no.
right?
Do you not drink dairy?
Yeah, I get bubble guts.
Okay.
Do you?
Well, the good thing, no, I would drink whole milk.
Oh, yeah.
Straight off the teat. No. I did, this, I'm very happy to go milkless for these. I'm a
right.
big cereal guy.
Hey, cheers for real.
Cheers for real. Obviously with the number 4.
Obviously.
Ah,
Red 40, blue 20,
you're very discerning. Yes,
Yeah,
you have a
yeah,
very
yeah.
sophisticated palate.
getting hints of Okie Afterbirth.
Great Office reference.
Thank you so much. All right, the real reason I brought you here today is to talk about Star Wars. Let's get fucking
Thank
serious.
goodness.
Are you out of your mind? Can I give you a hot take?
Yeah.
Anakin was valid in everything he did. I recently rewatched episode 1 and 2.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
To say that Anakin was valid in everything that he did,
Yeah,
and
what's
then
wrong?
to not mention episode 3. Well, obviously, if you don't watch episode 3, there's
Yeah,
a
what's
better
up?
argument for it all.
What, are you talking about a certain order or something like that?
It's just no, not even that. I mean, honestly, like, it was almost like was it necessary? Was it part of the order technically? Because
Here's the thing, though, right? Padme, so in love with Padme. Do anything for love? That's valid.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Exactly. Obi-Wan ultimately is a boomer, and I hate to say it, but it's true.
Yeah, well, he wasn't the one who was supposed to train Anakin. That was supposed to be Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon had the experience
that.
and the instinct and and frankly the love, which in the Jedi Order is not terribly encouraged. But
Right.
Qui-Gon went against the Order in feeling this great love for the kid and having this sense. And if it had been Qui-Gon, it probably would have gone better. But that said, Obi-Wan is also justified because he made a promise to his dying master. He
absolutely
got to
did.
follow through, and he cares about the kid too.
What are your hot takes? What are your Star Wars hot takes?
Star Wars hot take is you should watch them. If you're going to introduce new people to them, you should watch them 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6.
That's crazy.
So you preserve the twist of, spoiler alert, Darth Vader is his father.
It's been out for 60 years.
And then but some 5-year-old is going to watch this, and that's your target audience.
My
right?
fan base,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
fan
great.
base.
Mine too.
Yeah.
And then you watch 1 through 3 as a flashback, essentially, and then 6 is it's not as strong as 4 and 5 as a film, but it's a great culmination to the whole thing. It brings it all together. The stakes are bigger. If you've seen 1 through 3, it feels more like a saga.
Okay, I have a follow-up question.
Okay, great.
You've said in Hollywood you had to do a bunch of kind of personal research of like watching old classics and all that sort of thing, and you have some pretty hard opinions on what makes a cult classic film. The question is, what in your mind makes a classic film?
Oh.
Whether from the 40s, 50s, 60s, or modern day.
Well, I think they're objectively, sort of, as a word that's useful in common parlance, it basically means a film that has had an impact outsized of its box office or of its, the star that's in it. The film itself becomes a reference. The Princess Bride is a good example where, like, there are plenty of actors in there who people may not know the names of. Of course, I know all of them. But not like one huge movie star where when you think of an actor, you think, oh, Princess Bride is their film.
Sure.
Ultimately, I think a film that stands being rewatched again and again and through the decades, where there's
Right.
a timeless aspect
Generations.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Great answer.
Thank you. I've thought about it.
I love that. Yeah, do you do much live theater nowadays? Do you find time to go to the theater?
I have found occasionally time to go to a live theater, mostly in Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a lovely theater scene, and I came up doing theater in those theaters, so it's fun to go back and see productions there.
Full circle.
We saw Death Becomes Her on Broadway recently. That was a lot of fun.
Love.
Megan Hilty is smash. Come on.
Or pass. Smash.
No. So sorry. Smash is the television series that she was in years ago. That was great, about a musical about it's not the
It
same.
was a joke.
Well, it was a very good one, and I think
Thank
some
you.
people are gonna.
It's cut.
No,
cut.
use it. Come on, we're among friends. This comes out after the movie comes out. It doesn't even matter. But I don't get to do live theater, but I would like to. I'm not as good as Megan Hilty, but I really like doing it. It's a lot of fun.
Tangent. you have a fascination and fixation on proper grammar and syntax.
I do. I appreciate good grammar.
I appreciate it as well. Thoughts on the word theater and how it should be spelled?
Oh, I mean, that's just English versus American. It's just over the pond.
Exactly.
I don't care. Some theaters like to be a little more sophisticated and say,
Sorry.
yeah, and you get a little more feeling of like your brain reads it as theater.
Yes, exactly.
And otherwise, it's what are you doing more of that theater?
Yeah.
Which is good too.
Yeah. Theater. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's where you have the accent over the A, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I don't mind the British spelling of things. There's some confusing U's in certain
Yeah,
words.
some OUs. Not a fan of the OU.
Yeah, it's just extra work. Although we do a lot of extra work too in certain circumstances.
What's
But
an
I can't
example?
think of it at the top of my head. Just move on.
Moving on. I'm trying to test that Juilliard brain.
They didn't like that part of me at Juilliard either. They were not happy about that.
Okay, in your movie, The Greatest Hits, the main character can summon the memory.
My second outing as Lucy Boynton's dead boyfriend.
Yeah, and thank you so much for your participation. Can summon the memory of your character by playing certain songs.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a song that would summon you from the dead, summon you anywhere, that
that's
isn't a
good.
score?
A song that would summon me. So I am literally summoned from the dead every morning by Raiders of the Lost Ark by John Williams, but that's cheating. Okay, so because we were talking about it, it's top of mind. You Know My Name, the theme from Casino Royale. Da-na, da-na, da-na. That just gets me going. It's good.
That's
stuff.
a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would probably be, what's the fucking intro to Dune?
That's great. That went
Thank you.
very well for you.
I was rehearsing back there before you got here.
That's the kind of thing, though, no matter how much you rehearse, if you wait 20 minutes before doing it, you don't know where you're going to end up. That was really good. My gosh.
Thank you, so guys. Seriously, stop. Woo! Guys. With that, you've passed.
Oh.
So what's going to happen here is I'm going to ask you questions, and I need you to draw at the same time. Okay?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's harder than it seems.
No, it seems pretty hard.
Okay, Lord David, as you prepare your family crest.
Wait, how long do I have?
As long as you need. I've got great. These are the serious questions.
Okay,
All right, no more fun.
So I won't rush through this.
No, you don't have to. Okay.
Pumpkin.
You.
Sorry, I wasn't calling you pumpkin.
Yes.
Strange,
You rang.
strange array of colors you have here.
Yeah, and I like how none of them are sorted, and I'm just like, y'all need to figure it out over there. Okay,
Sorry, you were saying pumpkin.
here we go. Your Superman says that his greatest strength is his humanity. What do you reckon that humans can learn from that?
I think what it means to James, who's the person who wrote that line, is, oh God, I'm just really not enjoying this, what's happening here. Well, people think that or it's easy to think that Superman's strength is in his strength, his superpowers. And I think that is objectively true, that is what sets him apart in this way that makes him this character and not just, a normal person. But I think the point of that is that without humanity, all the strength in the world is useless. And without a strong moral compass and a desire to do good, the greatest strength and power in the world can be at best useless and at worst, put to nefarious purposes. I think Superman's greatest strength is the fact that he is willing to take on the responsibilities that he does take on. And I think that's also human beings' greatest strength. I think it's when we are most attracted to human beings is when we see them taking on great challenges and taking on great responsibility. Even just the everyday tragedies that happen around the world, just people getting sick and people getting injured, let alone when there are big tragedies that sort of combine all of that into one big experience. What did Mr. Rogers' mom always say of look for the helpers? There is this thing where obviously our vulnerability and our fragility is part of what makes us human, and our awareness of that. And the response to that being people who are willing to come in and help and put their own lives at risk for strangers, essentially. I think that spirit is the most uplifting thing we have as human beings, and it's one of the things that sets us apart and sets people apart when they're willing to do that when others aren't. And ultimately, with all of his awesome superpowers, I think the greatest thing about Superman is that he loves taking on that responsibility. He never feels that it's a burden. He never feels that it's thrust upon him.
Yeah.
He is so grateful that he can be the one to say, I'll take care of that. I'll come in, I'll make a difference. put it on my shoulders. If I screw up, I screw up. At least it's on me.
Very well, beautifully said. I think completely gorgeous. You're a theater kid, theater adult, into professional movie star. I want to know, is there still this through line through everything that you do, every project you take on, that you remind yourself, like, this is what I'm talking about? Like that element of performing or of bringing a story to life. What is that through line for you? Or does it shift depending on the medium that you're doing?
I think it's the same thing, and it comes in 3 phases. The phase of like breaking down the script. I love language and punctuation and syntax, and I love sort of the math of storytelling and of jokes and of relationships as like laid out over the course of a story. So I love getting to do that with a director, with a writer, with my scene partners, just talking about it and playing around with it. Then when you're shooting it or you're doing your first performance, I haven't done a live performance. I did a reading of a play in New York, which was one of my favorite days in the last however many years. Having the live audience, having the live reactions. Most of the time, the performance is, I would say, unremarkable in the sense that you're telling the story, and the story is really doing the work. But then you have some moments on purpose and some moments by accident where you just feel like you've hit a home run and you just get them and they laugh. Or with your scene partner. I mean, it was great shooting the scene in the office with Nick where like we were trying to one-up each other, and so I would do something different, trying to scare him or trying to shut him down or just trying to make him forget his next line. And then he would come back in some way that I didn't expect, and it's like a great parry to a fencing thrust, and that's like the drug, that's the adrenaline rush, the like And then the third phase is this phase is like the promotion of the thing and the delivering it to an audience, which I actually have the least to do with. So with film, you have this sort of epilogue, which can often feel kind of underwhelming compared to shooting the thing, because I'm not getting to do my thing, which is act. I have to do this thing, which is like be a human.
Not interested.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I wish I were better at it. And then tonight I'm gonna sit in an audience of 1,500 people, which is amazing, and the lights are gonna go down, and I'm gonna have to watch my fucking work for an hour and a half, 2 hours, if I make it through. I've heard very good things about the movie, so I'm hoping that I'll enjoy it. But I haven't seen it yet, so I am excited to see it. It's nerve-wracking watching your own work. You always pick it apart more than than an audience does, and you just feel self-conscious, especially when you're like big on a screen, and But anyway,
that's the beauty of the process.
Yeah, and the great thing about this, and something that I'm working towards more in the future, is like having an experience of making the thing that sort of doesn't care about the final thing. It's a little more like, let's have fun, let's take some risks, let's put it all out there while we're making it, and then figure out how to put it together later, so that you don't get hamstrung by like self-consciousness or worry about what it's going to look like in the final product. Sort of like what I'm doing here, where I have no idea what this is going to feel like or look like, but it's the most fun. And it means that kind of, no matter what it ends up looking like, I can look back on these minutes spent with you and be like, yeah, but that was fun.
That was a
good.
time.
Yeah.
We had a time.
That's another one. That's a good one. It was a time.
David, present us your shield if you don't mind.
Yes, lovely, yes. This is my Superman symbol. This is my hometown symbol. This is my favorite pattern, and this is a favorite mythical creature. Which
is great, but ultimately looks like who bought Anakin Skywalker and his mom? Who owned them?
Oh, it is a little bit of Watto, isn't it?
Watto!
Wow, yeah, you just sort of
like
a little bit like that. Yeah, it is supposed to be a hippogriff, but it's something about the head and the wing. The wing looks very Watto-ish.
I agree.
Well done.
Amazing,
Spotted.
David.
Thank
Would
you.
you sign it for me?
Oh, would love to. Where did Nick sign his? I'm going to sign it bigger and better.
Bottom right.
Bottom right. Right.
It is my pleasure and privilege to induct you into my royal court. We shall proceed with the knighting. Stay where you are, lest I chop off any bits. I knight thee, Lord David, ambassador to the planet Krypton. Shing!
Ow, went through my foot there.
And just took off some bits. And a parting gift.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Pretty cool, right?
And filled with ale on the way out, I assume, yes?
Wonderful, David. Thank you for coming. Is there anything you'd like to promote to my realm?
Hear ye, hear ye. In local cinemas, local to you and also elsewhere, plays a film. A film great far and wide. It's Superman is out now. It's playing in movie theaters. If you're available, I hear it's very good.
Yes! Huzzah!
Here, here.
Guards, take him away.
Oh,
Goodbye.
All right. Is this? I take your arm.
Guards!
All right. I thought. Sort of.